So human trafficking in Louisiana, it disproportionately affects juveniles under the age of 17. And the two of you have helped create a home for girls called Metanoia. How did you first get into this? And I'm going to start with you.
Well, I produced TV for Catholic TV out of Boston, and a few years ago, matter of fact, 2001, I was doing shows in Rome with the nun that the Pope calls the Mother Teresa of human trafficking, Sister Eugenia Bonetti. She introduced me to a world that I knew nothing about.
And what about you? How did you get into this?
Well, I met Father Jeff about 12 years ago on a little vacation with a friend of mine, and he talked about human trafficking. Then I came down I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and I came down and worked in his parish for a while and began to learn about human trafficking.
But how does trafficking in Louisiana compare to other places?
You know, Carol, a lot of people have seen the movie Sound of Freedom. We think Colombia, Nicaragua, Honduras is where it happens. In the last 6 years that we've operated, we have served 98 girls. 87 are Louisiana residents, as young as 11 years old. We've had 6 from other U.S. states and only 4 international children. Now, certainly there's a problem over there, and certainly the current border situations could create a big problem that we've yet to uncover. But what we're dealing with is local children from our local communities, from the largest to the smallest areas of Louisiana.
There's 42% of the children trafficked in the United States are trafficked by their primary caregiver. And that statistic that he told me surprised me more than anything.
So it's not strangers.
Not
it's people they
strangers.
know. Is there a specific place in Louisiana where kids are most likely to be trafficked?
You know, obviously New Orleans is a party city. We have the Super Bowl coming up. That's going to be a huge event for human trafficking.
Do we have enough resources in the state of Louisiana to help them?
Well, Metanoia has 16 beds, and throughout the United States, for the 4.9 million trafficked people, there are only 250 beds, and we have 16 of them. We have no place to put them. So that's a big, important thing as we become more and more aware, and you get more and more rescues. Where are they going to get well? Where are they going to be taken care of?
We've gotten together with Texas Governor's Office, former Congressman Ted Poe, former Senator Ronnie Johns. We do a Mid-South Trafficking Summit. And basically what we're trying to do is help each other with our resources and our ability. And, you know, we don't do a good enough job. And this is not slamming anybody. It's a very difficult underworld, but with more severe penalties for the traffickers. We're not even starting to identify the consumers. I would love to see, you know, if you're having sex with an underage child, that's a crime. I mean, that's not a business transaction, that's a crime. Former governor and his wife were very helpful. And our new governor, Governor Jeff Landry, his commissioner, Monica Taylor, has called us and come to our conference and is going to work with us. So we're looking forward to an ongoing relationship. But are we doing it well enough? No. Is anyone? No.
But here in Louisiana, what do you want to see from our legislature?
First of all, I would like to see a statute of limitations on a trafficking case. I'd like to see from the moment that the trafficker is apprehended, you go no more than 12 months with resolution of that case. I'd like to see stricter sentencing guidelines. I'd like to see the DAs and the judges quit blaming on each other and get together and say this is a national disgrace and a statewide disgrace.
And for the average person that sees this and wants to help, what can they do?
They can never approach the trafficker, the one that you think is trafficking. Never do that. You know, if you see something in a mall or something that you think that something's wrong here, just stay back, maybe see where they get into the car, get their license plate, and then call the police about that.
And for help with your particular shelter, what can people do?
Well, you know, we're self-financed. We just started getting per diems. We have a big gala fundraiser, $6,000 tables coming up September 18th at LaBerge, Baton Rouge. You know, but you know, the other thing, and I mean this very sincerely, when you listen to what these kids have gone through, it's evil. We need prayers. All this expense is on us, the medical expenses, the psychological, the therapeutic, all that's on us.
Education.
But because we're juvenile, we're very protective. You have to have a state and federal background check to enter our property because, you know, we want to make sure no one who enters our property is increasing the risk on our children.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for both of you for taking the time out of your day to speak with us.
Kara, thanks for having us.